Hey guys, welcome back to Kirby Triple Deluxe. In today's episode, we're gonna probably finish this level 5, the endless. How is that? What is it called again? Endless explosion.
Endless explosions.
Endless explosion as I get bomb Kirby.
We just blow up everything. Why not?
Blow up everything. Now, I think if I remember correctly, like, they changed Bomb Kirby's hat in this game. Because
it became a party hat in Return to Dreamland, yeah.
Okay. I haven't played Return to Dreamland. I need to do that.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It would benefit from net play.
It's better than what? It's better with multiplayer? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It would benefit from net play, and it's the one thing I wish Star Allies had as well.
Okay.
Yeah, although Nintendo and Online, they really don't do that.
I mean,
often.
the two things have been put in conjunction finally. It's be good if they use them.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, it's in conjunction.
Hashtag get on that Kirby's Air Ride.
I want Kirby Air Ride 2, please, Nintendo.
Kirby Air Ride 2, online for me and you.
But yeah, I had to blow up all these things here. You had to use these rockets, the gyro aiming, and I always have a hard time trying to, to aim with the gyro because I had this hooked up to my computer with this capture device. So it's like, okay, this is really hard to.
Oh yeah, you're weighed down with wires. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Stop Sonic Lost World special state.
that's exactly what I was about ready to mention. I said, when we get to Sonic Lost World 3DS, I'm gonna be not very happy about that. I'm just gonna leave it.
Which is unfortunate considering I maintain that I find the 3DS version to be better.
I'll disagree. I'll disagree. Those levels are too long. Like the Wii U one is fine. It's just the biggest problem with it was 100%ing is horrendous because of red rings.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. And not the ones of death.
Yeah, like half of them are ones of death, and I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that true for most Sonic games, modern Sonic games?
I mean, Colors and Generations have some pretty good red rings, so 100% those weren't that bad. Colors just took longer because you had the backtrack, because you needed the powers. And Generations, you can get them your first run through of a level, you know where they are. You just have to play through it first to get them to unlock.
Except levels like, Sky Sanctuary Zone Classic. That's the only thing that's different about that.
Yeah, because they want you to go through different paths.
Yeah, true.
Now, this is kind of an interesting gimmick. You had to pretty much time...
I love this section.
Yeah.
The first thing I think of this is Donkey Kong Country Returns, because there's a level in that game that pretty much did the same thing, just with waves instead.
Donkey Kong Country Returns is such a good game.
Yeah, the only problem it has for people is the motion control, which at that point I'll just say, play 3DS version.
Yeah, 3DS version.
What is it, Does anyone remember the WiiWare game Through Space?
What was it called?
Heard of it.
Through Space. So it's like human Tetris. Where basically you've got a Tetris block and you've got holes coming up and you need to turn them to push them through the holes because they keep coming up. I think there was another WiiWare game like Muscle Mania or something that was kind of a similar idea.
I was thinking Muscle March as soon as you said that. I'm like, oh, we're going to this character?
That's the one, Muscle March,
oh, man, we're getting meme games in here.
Wait, wasn't that one of the games on Scott the Waz's WiiWare console?
Yeah, because it's a meme game.
Both of them were, actually, because he went, there's also Through Space, so it's like Muscle March, but with less of this.
Oh, every time the Wii would come up in the podcast I listened to Top Down Perspective, the one on there, Sean, he would bring up Muscle March all the time. So I knew about it for years, and it's just a big meme game.
Okay, how am I gonna get this up here? Okay, there we go. I was like, how can I put bomb in upward position? I can't do, and then I realized...
How do you do it? Very carefully.
No. I need Archer for this. So, I gotta cut. Yeah, because I need Archer for this one.
Yeah. I'd love to see you try to shove a bomb in that tiny hole. That won't work.
Yeah.
I mean, you could give it a try.
You bet you get jammed immediately.
Goodness, while you pulling the top. Come on. Alright, yeah, but yeah, it just...
Explosions carry through holes, that's how it works, right?
I'm gonna get the sunstone. I need to evolve my Sunkern.
What about your Gloom?
Or my Gloom. Yeah, Gloom's...
What about my
You know
Gloom?
what? That's a better Pokemon because Sunkern literally is the weakest Pokemon out of the whole entire, like, set of Pokemon.
Yeah.
So,
That's the thing, is that unfortunately Sunkern is very hard to train up level-wise. Because so many of the best... Well, once you know what the moveset is, you're just like, what level do you need to be? Cool, but you learn a Sunkern, you don't learn a Sunflora, cool, got it done. Because if you use the Sunstone too early, you lose like a... the moveset, and I'm like...
Yeah, honestly, that's the problem with a lot of evolution stone Pokemon.
Like, complete... Like, Growlithe and Extreme.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because Arcanine learns the extreme speed at a certain level.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
Growlithe,
That's what I mean,
you have
like,
to
a
evolve
lot
it.
of the stone ones learn moves early
Yeah.
on in their life, so if you use them immediately, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Like, and it's only that one move for them, as opposed to Sunkern and Sunflora having like a 4-move difference in the moveset, and if you evolve it into Sunflora, you can never learn it again. And most of it is like its decent selection of grass type.
Yeah.
But thank God everyone uses Solar Beam and nothing.
That and Solar Beam being a TM, and apparently everything in existence can learn it.
Yeah.
Well, this level's
Remember
reminding
the days when Water Gun was... Remember the days when Water Gun was a TM?
Oh my
The
god.
weird days.
Remember the days...
Thank you, Gem 1.
Remember when Gen 1 gave us Defense Curl as a TM?
Back when everything using a stat move was broken.
Yeah.
I've been watching Royal Mithril's Pokemon Yellow playthrough, and I'm just like, I forgot Gen 1 was this broken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's broken, alright. Yeah, this part here, you have to kind of take your boat and go row your boat gently down the lava stream. And I don't know what I'm doing over here. I really don't know what the hell I was doing there. I was like, Matthew, just get on your boat.
Dang it, past Matt, why do you do things that don't make sense? Oh, like, literally, Matt, that's what I felt like when I was going through my last part of Bioshock editing yesterday, and there were some bits where I'm like, what the heck am I saying?
There's some parts whenever I was like, there was
I'm like, past me just gets to the point, I don't understand.
there was a one part. There's some parts like if I'm like recording, like really late at night and I'm really tired, I say some stupid stuff, like really dumb stuff. I'm like, why are you saying this? Go to bed.
Yeah, and now this just tells me that when we get to catch up properly, maybe taking that drinking is not the best idea.
Yeah.
Maybe. It might be fantastic. It might be a terrible idea. Well, only time will tell.
Now we gotta open up the Maui's mouth.
Yeah, imagine that just closed down as soon as Kirby got in there.
I can tell you what happens.
Yeah.
You lose life.
I was gonna
That's
say, like, yeah, the obvious answer here, but I mean, like, real world life. Watch that happen. Just see a pink puffball just splattered everywhere. Got a Kirby sandwich.
You like a marshmallow. A sticky marshmallow that gets on the bottom of your shoe whenever you
Oh,
step
that's always the worst. Like, go out there and you step in like gum. Kirby's the gum.
So we gotta play. These guys think they're so smart. They got shields, but then they realize, hey, I'm making myself vulnerable to attack whenever, you know. And then I ditch the shield for some reason whenever I start chucking these soccer balls at him. So I don't know why they just get rid of the shield whenever they start, you know, doing that. Like they start shooting their projectiles at you. They just get rid of the shield. I'm like, okay. Well, you guys had it good for the. Had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of moment.
I mean, think about it. Why does Eggman choreograph every attack he does?
That's true.
Hindsight is the biggest killer for any antagonist.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't have that though, we wouldn't be able to win, and then the evil villain would win, and therefore it would be an unbeatable game. Therefore it would be broken. Then therefore we'd have to send it back to back to the game store because we can't beat it.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep,
Skyward
can't
Sword,
beat it.
yeah.
Living in...
Early days Skyward Sword when they had to release a WiiWare game just to patch it.
Yeah.
On that note, Link's crossbow training.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I'm on that tangent now, so I'm gonna ask, because I feel like I may have asked when I joined in Lester's Twilight Princess playthrough, but I don't remember. Does anyone else own the Wiimote accessory that's shaped like the crossbow?
Oh, the zapper?
Oh, the Wii Zapper?
Yeah, I have a zapper.
Yeah.
But I got mine for like
It's
$5, so it didn't matter.
I love the look of the Zelda crossbow. It is just so good.
It's such a good piece of plastic.
Now, I think I've desynced a bit. Where are we up to?
11:39, 11:30, 40, 11:40, 11:41.
Oh wow, we finished this stage a while ago.
Yeah, okay, they're big desync then.
Yeah, no, I was still at the keychain screen. So
Well,
so yeah. Now I think I'm in the right spot. Now Cutter Kirby is going up a ladder.
yeah, fighting.
And we have Ripple Star music. Yes.
Ripple Star from Kirby 64?
Yeah.
I love. Like, it was great hearing Ripple Star's map music in Superstar Ultra. Hearing the actual stage music in Triple Deluxe just made me so happy.
Yeah, I feel like the one that's been doing that now the most is probably Star Allies, because there's so much Kirby music from pretty much every game.
Yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia throwbacks in Star Allies.
I've been growing very fond of Robobot soundtrack because of how much love that the Dreamland series has been.
It's
Like,
really good between that and then the extra
there
Superstar
are
stuff.
3 different remixes of Float Islands, guys. I am not complaining in any regard. That is just fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Robobot's such a good. The recent Kirby games have been really good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, but then again, Kirby. I still maintain that Kirby's never had a bad game. So
He's never had a bad game. He's had games that have been
Yeah.
but nothing main series that you go, oh, I need to avoid this game at all costs.
no.
Yeah, the
I
main
think
series
the
is always
only,
been
the only
fun.
things the only things I've heard have been some people weren't too thrilled about I've forgotten the name of it now.
Rainbow
Blowout.
Well,
Quite a
Rainbow
lot of
Curse, I think the
people
biggest
thought
problem was people didn't care it was on the Wii U. Mainly because it was a platform people didn't care about, and the game didn't look nearly as good as the gamepad. So I just thought it was a little clunky.
Would have been better on
Well,
3DS.
see, I can't comment because I'm short. I'm a mixture of short and far-sighted. So
Yeah,
having
same.
another
This is why it's a
gamepad
problem
really
for me.
works. Like,
I love
the
Star
gamepad
Fox
actually
Zero.
really works for me.
I love Star
Yeah.
Fox Zero, but I cannot play unless I'm sitting at my desk with a computer monitor. Because if I'm trying to play it on the TV, I gotta keep on taking off glasses to look down, putting them on to look up. It's the worst.
Yet again,
The
a
Wii
reason
is
why the
not
co-op
the
works well for me because I'm just like, waddle dee away.
Yeah, the moral of the
And
story is the
then
Wii U
I
is not a good
Hey!
platform if you wear glasses.
Yeah,
Because it kills your
it
eyesight.
really is. I mean, it didn't have bad games, but it's just. I don't think they're thought out that well.
Oh no, definitely didn't. They just want to do something weird and quirky, because that's usually what Nintendo does.
Minus Mario
Execution didn't
Maker.
work.
Oh yeah.
Mario Maker was probably the best game for that.
Yeah.
platform.
It was one of the only ones besides Nintendo Land and Launch Tale that actually took advantage of the gamepad.
Yeah,
And
without it
wait.
being obnoxious.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the aimer and pointer on the Virtual Console version of Pokemon Snap is pretty dang good.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad the N64 Virtual Console and Wii U was horrendous anyways. Unless you mod it, that is.
Yeah. Because I remember it being really dark.
Oh, it's real hard to see. And it's pretty blurry, too. And it makes you wonder, why? Like, it was fine on Wii. What went wrong?
It just happened.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that, like, someone else worked on it, and that was what really went wrong. They didn't get the same guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, back on the Kirby front, I think the only disappointing games I've heard about have been... I've heard people were disappointed in terms of the length and content of Blowout Blast, but that doesn't make it a bad game, by any means. And Battle Royale was kind of eh. I mean, it works, but if you're not playing it multiplayer, there's no reason to even get it.
I think it's, yeah that was the big thing, because it came out the wrong time, since that was at a time people stopped playing 3DS. So not many people had multiplayer opportunities after that.
When did that come out? It came out last year, right?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blowout Blast was, I think, I want to say August-ish.
Okay.
It was just, I think it was just before... Oh no, it was just before E3, so it would have been July.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like June or so.
Ow! Bonkers.
Dang it, Bonkers. This room is too small.
Yeah, too bad you can't just swallow the coconut and get coconut, Kirby. That would solve all our problems right now. Come on, make it happen.
Swallow the coconut, you turn into Diddy Kong.
Coconut gun.
Did you know they originally planned to have a different gun in TK64? You're supposed to have a real-life shotgun.
But then they realized, maybe that
Wait
was
a minute, we can't get this rated E with a shotgun.
I know. Then there'll be way too much overlap when Doom Guy and Master Chief are added to Smash Brothers. And Joker.
For Joker's neutral special, he wields a gun.
I still think that the meme response to that I've seen from the Nitro Red April Fool's special is still my favorite.
I forget
It was so stupid. I loved it. So good.
I haven't seen that. I need to go watch this after this video.
Okay. I will say this, of all the times I expected Nitro Red and Antu to collab, I wasn't expecting it for this.
Oh.
like, it's that weird mixture of they've taken it so seriously and put a lot of time into it, but it's very clearly something that was also meant to not be taken seriously at the same time. So it's like, it's that perfect blend of the stuff they do on their second channel with the stuff they do on their first channel. Which is, I think, fantastic.
Yeah. I'm
not sub to their second channel, but I did find the Terra Toaster video to be hilarious. If only for the way they use the Donkey Kong Country music.
I'm gonna have to watch this stuff. You talking about this stuff, I'm just like, I kind of need to watch this stuff now that you're really saying, hey, it's really funny, so I'm gonna have to watch this after this video.
Yeah, I mean, like, my watch later list literally has part 12 of a 620-part Mega Man marathon that Raocow did, and I'm like, oh
600
no.
part? 600?
So it's literally called All the Mega Men, and he went through Mega Man, the Classic Series, the X Series, the Legend Series, the Zero Series. I think he skipped Battle Network and Star Force. And then he went on to the X Challenge and also did Wily Wars and something else.
Oh,
and he's also done like 2 parts for every spin-off. And it's like 620 parts long. It's ridiculous.
I thought the playlist only had a limit of 200 videos. Didn't they?
Oh, that's the thing is, because Raocow does such very long series all over the place, he just stopped making playlists for some of his videos.
Oh my gosh. So this
Canadians,
boss,
man, they're clever.
this boss can get annoying if you don't watch his patterns in the background, because he'll just flat out he'll come up and he'll just like snatch you with his tongue.
Yeah,
And
I think this is one of the worst bosses to do in the arena, just because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Like, in terms of how readable he is, he's pretty straightforward, but he can really kill arena mode runs very easily.
Always have a multiple
And I didn't realize how big a problem that was until I played True Arena, and then I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
You
he's
were
the
actually
worst thing in True Arena.
Because those lava pillars, like, weave. They weave. They're easy-ish to gauge here. A bit tricky sometimes because he just throws it in at the last minute and then makes those ones.
This is why
the
Leaf
ones you
is
have
the
to
power
jump
you
over.
need to come in for this, because Leaf has that invincibility thing when you're using the shield. So any of these attacks
Or
are just
Stone.
negated.
Yeah, Stone as well. Like,
Although
tried and true ever since Superstar.
I think Stone honestly is worse for it, only just because you really only have like the sliding attack or just like drop down in front of someone. So it's just a lot more risky to do if you don't time it well. The shielding with Leaf is instant. And you also have
I just
projectiles
like
with
looking
it
at the
too.
statistics. But yeah, like, because like I think about it, this guy has a mini boss equivalent both here and in Return to Dreamland, and they were never this bad. And now they've made a full boss of them, and I'm like, oh wow.
I really do like it how he scorches the screen when he does that.
I do like that, yeah. See, we could have used Clean Kirby here a lot.
Yeah.
I hate that there. Out of everything, the two things that kill me on this one is the weaving pillars in True Arena, but in normal arena, the licking.
Yeah. The snatching
The
with the
licking.
tongue.
Yeah,
That does a lot of damage.
that's the problem.
It
If you're
does.
caught
It
in
like
that
does-
thing at all,
it like does-
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
It does like a third of your health bar. It's insane.
I really do hate this boss so much in the arena mode.
Oh yeah.
Arena mode makes me... If there's thing that makes me so angry, True Arena makes me so angry.
Oh yeah, you feel so accomplished afterwards, but during it, you're like, ah.
Yep, I honestly feel like they got a lot worse starting with Planet Robobot because they realized, you know, now that we can use Amiibo here to help heal your character, let's make these things 10 times harder, even though they're already a million times harder
Okay.
than the main game. Why?
I will maintain extra modes have a bad tendency to be worse, and that is only because, more often than not, the reward for them, if there isn't a true arena, is non-existent. Like, when we get to Squeak Squad, I'm actually going to skip the extra mode run, because you literally unlock nothing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really only playing that if you want a different difficulty, that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. In extra mode, there is the only difficulty change is half health and the timer. Because like extra mode in Squig Squad goes to the same kind of style that it was in Kirby's Adventure, where it doesn't save and it's got a timer instead. So basically, kind of like how Meta Nightmare used to be.
Yeah, basically a speedrun.
That's...
But the reward is like there is no reward. I think you get an extra results screen. It doesn't even add a menu option, and it records your best time, but you don't get anything else. You can't even look at the image on your leisure. And like that's the thing is, like that's the only time an extra mode has literally just been like, well, this is skippable.
I'm not doing this. I'm not going to put myself through this headache. Now, like in Zero Mission, there was a reason to do hard mode and stuff like that, because, you know.
I mean, I'm still gonna put it off for as long as possible.
I don't blame you, because that's really bad.
I'm gonna put it this way, Marley. One of the ending screenshots, you have to get 15% of the items.
Yeah.
On hard mode.
Yeah.
You realize how hard that is? That is literally my greatest accomplishment I've ever done as a gamer.
Like, to be fair as well, you did also unlock all of the screenshots of the Japanese version of Fusion as well. You know, which didn't have a difficulty selected in the English version, so I call that a conjoined two-part accomplishment.
Yeah.
for having the most completed gallery I've ever friggin' seen. Link in the description, no.
Oh gosh, just I don't know. Like, I played a Nightmare in Dreamland and did all the modes. Like, I did extra mode, 100%, and everything else. I think all you do is you unlock Meta Nightmare. That was it, right?
Yeah, you pretty much play through the extra mode just for Meta Nightmare.
Okay.
Which is still a very satisfying reward.
Yeah, because that's probably one of the best ways to play through that game.
Oh yeah.
And I still hold by that. Probably the best Meta Knight mode run is probably Kirby Superstar Ultra.
Oh yeah, it's really
Absolutely.
good.
Hands down. Meta
Although
Nightmare
the one
Ultra
in
is just
Robobot is very comparable because it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's pretty good.
Yeah, like
I've
if you
heard that
enjoy
it's
the
pretty
one
good.
from Ultra, then you'll like the one from Robobot because it's the same principle.
Now I
Oh,
did.
I forgot to ask. Yeah, Matt, I was actually going to ask, did you do this game's extra mode as well, or was that going to be something you
No.
might go back for?
I might do a bonus video of it, but I did not record it. I wish I did. Now looking back at it, yeah, the extra mode in this is you play as King DDD.
Yeah, the DD
So-
core. It's the only
Yeah, the
time it's really been playable in the platformers outside of like a cameo thing from Kirby 64 or the multiplayer games.
And Return to Dreamland, yeah. And like, he plays so well in this, and it just like the shortcuts are just so much stupid fun when
Oh,
you
yeah.
find them. Like, you can really rack up quick times in this, and just the only way I was able to get a gauge for when and where there were shortcuts was from Street Pass, which to me that is Street Pass being used well. Is like, if you take away from it, there is a faster route that I can take to cut off like 20 minutes, like not 20, but like 5 minutes off my time on this level. I should take that.
I kind of oopsied there. I kind of got lost my bar. I was like, ah, dang it. So, yeah, but yeah, I didn't do the DDD run. I was thinking about it, but at the time when I recorded this, I was already tired of playing the game already.
Yeah,
So it's
I
just
don't
like,
blame you. Honestly, that's the thing to come back to at one point.
Yeah.
Like, just like
I
a,
might-
like a
yeah.
full-on video or just like a stream or something. It's one of those side things that you play through the entire game again, technically. So you have to be in the mood for it.
I'm just putting it out there. I still think that Kirby Fighters Deluxe needs a Switch port.
Kirby Fighter Deluxe. Yeah.
Honestly, like that was really underlooked just because people didn't think it was worth the full cost because you can play it in Triple Deluxe already. But it's like really expensive one I've seen.
Yeah.
So you've heard of Steve, that truck that just went past, we're calling Frank. Anyway.
Hi, Steve. I haven't seen you in 5 years. Gosh.
Damn it, Frank!
This is cousin Frank.
Also, I love that secret areas like this use the Return to Dreamland music, because like Cookie Country. This is probably my favorite track from, again, other than Another Dimension, this is probably my favorite track from Return to Dreamland.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I fell in love with it the first time I played the second level of that game. So this track just makes me so freaking happy, because it's like, I'm playing Kirby! People have been waiting for this game for 12 years! Yay!
Yeah.
I mean, my answer to the Return to Dreamland, I I know this is everybody's answer for that, but I like Crown. I like that song a
Who doesn't
lot.
like Crown?
Oh yeah,
like,
the final boss thing is real good.
Megalor's an evil jerk, but dang if he didn't have some good boss music.
Yeah, seriously. But
I mean,
yeah,
I still think like, well, it's like Wolf 5 music is like really good. Like the cloud theme.
On the topic of Crown and last part, did you see Max Mofo's Kirby unboxing video, Matt?
Not yet. I was actually trying to go through. I was watching a bunch of his old videos yesterday and hadn't got a chance to. I was gonna go watch.
All I'll say is, one of the blind boxes has Magalore in it, and the Crown conversation will become all the more funny when you go and watch it.
Okay. Alright. Lester, what were you trying to say? I'm sorry.
No, nothing really. I don't even remember.
Oh, you don't remember? I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, I need to play. You said something about World 5, I think?
Oh yeah, like one of the songs from Return to Dreamland.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I need,
World 5 has some really good music. Likes the calm,
Yeah.
peaceful piano pieces.
I need to play Return to Dreamland. I feel like that's everybody's favorite, and I feel bad that I haven't watched it. Or not watched
Okay,
it.
like that's the thing is, I've played Return to Dreamland now, and I played Kirby's Triple Deluxe first. I still have to finish Robobot, but like for a single player experience, Triple Deluxe is miles better than Return to Dreamland. But Return to Dreamland definitely stands on its own in both respects.
The biggest problem that Return to Dreamland has is more focus. You can definitely tell in the multiplayer aspect. So if you're playing it by yourself, you feel like you're missing out on some stuff.
Yeah.
And it also makes 100%ing it harder.
Triple Deluxe is a lot more polished as well. It was very raw going into Return to Dreamland because I haven't made a main series Kirby game since Squig Squad. And then they were going back to a 2.5D-esque design. Because I wouldn't call this 2.5D as much as 64 is. I feel like it's 2.5D in the way that something like Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure would be, if you would count that.
Yeah.
Where it's 3D model obviously, but it's still a platformer. Hi Kirby, did you want a hug?
That's the thing with this part here. If you get hit with that and you have a power up, you power up immediately.
Yeah, it's the knockout for power.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, ever since Superstar, and specifically Superstar Ultra, they started going back to the formula of being more forgiving with losing copy abilities. But there was always a case of this one thing is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, they've been more forgiving, but there's still an instant knockout. They don't want it too easy at that point. They still want to have some kind of challenge.
Like, think about it. Every game beforehand was literally, if you get hit once, you lose the power. And then I remember the first time I played Superstar, it was a case of not everything loses it immediately. But then that kind of, with the guard mechanic, really helps you balance your strategies, which is good. But like, first time, you're just like, when you lose something in one hit, it really hurts.
Yeah.
It's just like, it feels emotionally offensive at that point.
Yeah, well that's also why they tried to balance it in Superstar 2, where if you did get hit while guarding, you would still lose some health.
Yeah, I mean, this is why it was so... I played these games, this game and Planet Robobot specifically, and then Star Allies, then going back to, like, Amazing Mirror, because I wanted to kind of practice up for, like, future playthroughs and stuff like that for it. Yep. And losing your power and every one hit, I'm like, ah, damn it!
Yeah, you go back to the older games and you realize, this is punishing.
You were misled by the health bar.
And then
actually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, go on.
Then I realized, playing back all those older games, I'm just like, there's a lot of cheap enemy placements in these games.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Like, there's enemies flying off the screen that I didn't even have time to react to, kind of bullshit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of that in the older games.
It's why I look forward to Return of the King and Ultra.
Oh lordy. I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun.
I can't wait until I start doing like playthroughs of those games. Eventually, I'm just like, oh gosh, I gotta bring up this part because it didn't bother me before. Then I started playing these games, I got spoiled. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, the newer games do make things a lot easier. So going back to the older ones, like I gotta relearn everything.
I gotta remember this stuff.
I mean, to me, it's probably not that big of a struggle, but to be fair, I'm going back to Superstar on the Super Nintendo at least like once every couple months.
Sort of.
I mean, it's one of your favorite games, Blister. I can't blame you.
Yeah, so I'm already used to that kind of logic, because I can go back to this one all the time, and it happens all the time in Superstar.
Hi, Yin Yarn. That's actually an underrated Kirby game, in my opinion. I know it's not so much anymore, but
yeah.
I really do like it.
Although, just don't, from what I've heard, don't play the 3DS version if you want to actually have a co-op experience. It was just one of those shoehorned in, you have to do this ports. From what people said, is not as good as the original.
Alright, well, in the next part, it'll be the final world of the game.